Hello everyone, let's look at the steps to install the Windows Subsystem for Linux or WSL on Windows 11 to run Linux distributions alongside Windows without having to set up dual boot or virtual machines. On Windows 11, Microsoft has come a long way in streamlining the WSL installation process. You can now use a single command to download and install all the required components. In addition, Microsoft has made it easy to update the WSL platform and the Linux kernel directly from Command Prompt or PowerShell. Alternatively, you can also install and manage WSL through the Microsoft Store. Okay, let's look at the steps to use Command Prompt or PowerShell in order to install WSL because it's pretty much the easiest way. And besides, if you're going to be using the Windows Subsystem for Linux, you are probably already comfortable using commands. So first, let's open the Start menu and look for the terminal. And then I'm going to run this as an administrator doing a right click. Now, before running the command, I want to show you that on the Windows features page, nothing that's related to virtualization is enabled on the computer. So the command should enable and download all the required components automatically. So we're going to run the WSL install command and then just press enter. Now we need to restart the computer in order for the changes to take effect. After the computer restarted, we need to open the terminal one more time. And now we can run the WSL version command to confirm that WSL with the latest version is installed on the computer. Now, at this time, we have WSL installed on the computer, but we don't have any Linux distributions. And we can view that by using the list command. As you can see, there are not installed distributions. Now, in order to install a distribution, we have to use the same install command plus the distribution name. First, we want to run the WSL list online command to see all the available distributions that we can install on Windows 11. Now, from here, we need to note the actual name for the distribution. And in this case, I'm going to install the Ubuntu 26.04 version. And to do that, I'm just going to clear the screen. I'm going to type WSL, install the D flag to specify that we want to install a distribution. And then I'm going to install the Ubuntu version 26.04, exactly how it showed up in the list. And then we just need to press enter. You can see that as part of the Windows Subsystem for Linux installation, the system is also installing the WSL application that allows you to control all the distributions from a GUI experience. So now I need to complete the Ubuntu setup. So here it's asking me to create an account. I'm just going to type Pureinfotech. I'm going to set a password. I'm going to type no to prevent telemetry collection. I'm going to press enter. And that's it. Now we're inside of the Ubuntu experience. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention is that usually if you run the WSL install command, it will not only install the WSL components, but it will also install the default distribution, which is usually Ubuntu Linux. Now, during my process, you notice that the command did not install Ubuntu by default. And I believe that is because the virtualization components required to run WSL were not enabled on the computer prior of running the command. However, if you're watching this video, that is because you never installed WSL on your computer and you didn't configure anything before running the install command. So this will be the process that you will need to follow. Now, if you happen to have the virtual machine platform component enabled before running the install command, then at the time that you install WSL, that will also install Ubuntu by default. Now, from here, we can exit the WSL distro and we can also run the update command in order to download and install the latest updates for the platform. If you want to check the version, just run this command. And in here, you're going to see the WSL version, the kernel version, and other information. Now, we can also run this command in order to see the default distribution, the default version, which in this case is WSL 2. And as you can see, WSL 1 is no longer supported on this current machine configuration. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the settings because that goes beyond the scope of this video, but on the WSL settings app, we can control the processor count, memory, swap file location. You can also change the default VHS size. You can control different networking settings. You can also control optional features, including the ability to run GUI applications on Linux and some developer-specific settings. Finally, if you want to install additional distributions, we can always use the WSL list online command to see all the available distributions. And from here, we just need to use the install command. And let's install the Kali Linux distribution. And just let it download, install, and then you will need to configure the account and password before accessing the distribution. And that is all there is to it. That is how you install WSL on Windows 11. Make sure to leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.